So when they first announced an adaptation of the game Until Dawn, I was very intrigued because Until Dawn is an RPG. Everything you choose depends on the event, will determine the events of the game. And you could end the game with everyone surviving. You can end the game with everybody dead. You can have one survivor. I've played through it many, many times, and I've had a different outcome each and every time. So the answer to that is don't actually adapt the game. Now this is Until Dawn in name only. There are two elements from the game that really play into the plot, but in general, the plot has nothing to do with the game. And from the trailer, you get that immediately. Anybody who played the game knows it has nothing to do with it. So I went into this with an open mind because I was disappointed that they weren't going to adapt some kind of version of the game. But I went into it with an open mind because it's like, okay, this could still be interesting. Because it kind of looked like they were going for like a cabin in the woods kind of thing. But instead of like a whole bunch of people like voting like what's going to come and kill them or things escaping and all hell breaking loose, it's just a different thing every night. And it is a great idea in theory. It's a great idea on paper. I feel like it just was not executed very well. And everybody involved, I feel like they do a good enough job with what they were given. Like the actors in this, they're convincing enough where like their lives are on the line and it's convincing. But the story kind of drags it down. Though it does end in a way that sets up a sequel because, shocker, it's a horror movie, so they gotta set up a sequel. But it looks like the sequel could be adapting the game itself. It's like, why do it for the sequel when you could have just done it in the first place? But anyway, Until Dawn has two main things going for it, and it's not the two elements from the game they incorporated into the movie. It is the kills and the effects. The kills are awesome. Some of them are downright awesome. Some of them are very creative. They're very different. And that's what I like to see in a horror movie, because it's been done. Horror has been around since the late 1800s. So it's been done. So to see something a little bit different is just so refreshing. Sure, there's standard kills, like we see in the trailer teased a maniac with various weapons, and those are pretty standard, cut and dry. But like there's other ways, I don't want to spoil it, that it's people in the theater were like actually cheering. They were laughing because it was just so unexpected and so kind of awesome. And the effects, pretty good mix of both CGI and practical. The practical are fantastic. It's like so good. Practical effects, especially in horror, kind of became a bit of a dying art. So someone like Tom Savini, the absolute master, that's who Greg Nicotero learned from. He learned from Tom Savini. What that man did, and still does occasionally, is an overall lost art. So to see practical effects like that in a horror movie is just awesome. And when we do see CGI, it's not painfully obvious, and it's a good mixture. The CGI and the practical effects, they mix very well, and it looks fantastic. The overall ending of the movie, on top of setting up a sequel that might actually adapt the game, a little too clean cut, a little too cut and dry for me. Like everything just wrapped up way too nicely. And that's just kind of meh. I mean, I get it. People gotta survive. I understand that. But, just I want to see a horror movie where just everybody dies. Because that would be shocking. That would be different. I'm not going to say who survives or how many survives so I don't spoil it. It would just be cool to see just everybody just brutally die. I mean, we do see everybody brutally die because that's kind of the premise of the movie, but like permanently die. Not in real life, in the movie. I'm not that crazy. So in general, Until Dawn, like I said, I went into it with an open mind, and I wasn't entirely disappointed. It's fun. The story, not great, kind of lacking in general. The ending, kind of the acting, pretty good. Special effects, great. Kills, awesome. So, if you're looking to just have like a fun time, Until Dawn is good for that. If you're looking for a good story that'll scare you, that's not Until Dawn. Until Dawn is clearly designed just to have a fun time in the theater, and that's what it did. I give Until Dawn a C+. Did you enjoy the review? Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to see more movie and TV reviews, along with reaction comedy shorts. Join the channel membership for just $1.99 a month to be able to watch all videos before the public with early access. Feel free to leave a comment to discuss your thoughts on the movie or show, and I will see you next time.